Welcome back, fellow seekers of the strange and the obscure, to another riveting episode of Atlas Anomalies. Today, we're delving into the shadows, exploring the enigmatic world of secret societies. But not just any secret societies. We're talking about the top 5 weirdest and craziest in history. Get ready for a journey into the depths of secrecy and intrigue. Our first stop on this mystical journey takes us to the late 19th century, where a peculiar group known as the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn emerged from the ether. They were all about the occult, alchemy, and hidden spiritual knowledge. But what secrets did they uncover in the shadows? You'll want to stick around for this one. This secret society, often simply referred to as the Golden Dawn, was a secretive and influential occult society that emerged in the late 19th century, primarily in England. It was founded in 1888 by 3 prominent individuals with a keen interest in esoteric and mystical practices: William Wynne Westcott, Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mathers, and William Robert Woodman. The Golden Dawn focused on Western esoteric traditions, incorporating elements like Hermeticism, Kabbalah, astrology, alchemy, and ceremonial magic. The order had a hierarchical structure with various grades, each requiring various study and rituals for advancement. The Golden Dawn attracted several prominent figures, including the famous occultist Aleister Crowley, poet W.B. Yeats, and Arthur Edward Waite, a key figure in the development of tarot card symbolism. Members performed intricate rituals with symbolism and mysticism, and secrecy was emphasized. They used various tools and symbols, such as wands, pentagrams, and robes, in their ceremonies. The order also placed a strong emphasis on the use of the tarot for divination and spiritual insight. However, the Golden Dawn faced internal conflicts, including power struggles and disputes over leadership and doctrine. These conflicts led to the fragmentation of the order into various factions. By the early 20th century, the original Golden Dawn had essentially disbanded. Next, we uncover a riddle wrapped in an enigma: the Priory of Scion. This secret society allegedly dates back to the 11th century, and it's said to be connected to the Holy Grail and the bloodline of Jesus Christ himself. Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? The truth may be stranger than fiction, my friends. The Priory of Scion is a secretive organization shrouded in mystery. It claims to have ancient roots, dating back to the 11th century, with a mission to protect the bloodline of Jesus Christ and preserve sacred knowledge. It is claimed that the organization has played a hidden role in various historical events and movements. One of the central claims associated with the Priory of Scion is its connection to the Holy Grail and the belief in the existence of a hidden bloodline descended from Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene. This enigmatic group gained notoriety in the 1980s and 1990s through books like The Holy Blood and the Holy Grail. This book was later cited as a source for Dan Brown's novel, The Da Vinci Code, which popularized many of the Priory's alleged secrets. However, despite the claims made about the Priory of Scion, there is substantial skepticism about its historical authenticity. Many scholars argue that the documents and narratives supporting the Priory's existence are forgeries or inventions created in the 20th century. Now, prepare yourselves for the mysticism of the 17th century. The Rosicrucian Order believed in hidden alchemical wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. Their origins and practices remain cloaked in mystery, but the allure of their secrets continues to captivate curious minds. What secrets lie behind those mystical doors? The Rosicrucian Order is a mystical and esoteric organization with roots in the early 17th century. It follows Hermetic, alchemical, and Kabbalistic teachings, emphasizing personal spiritual growth and inner transformation. The Rosicrucians believe in the Great Work, a process of achieving spiritual enlightenment and union with the divine. They historically maintained secrecy and have influenced modern esotericism. Their organizational structure often resembles a fraternity, with degrees or grades of membership that correspond to various levels of spiritual attainment. Rituals, symbolism, and initiations play a significant role in their practices. Various Rosicrucian groups exist today, each offering members a path towards spiritual enlightenment through study and practice. Some of the more well-known modern Rosicrucian groups include the ancient mystical order Rosicrucis, Amorc, and the Rosicrucian Fellowship. These organizations offer study programs and rituals to their members, emphasizing personal spiritual growth and self-improvement. The Rosicrucian movement has left a lasting legacy in the realm of Western esotericism. Its influence can be seen in the development of modern occultism, particularly in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Many individuals who played pivotal roles in the occult revival, such as Arthur Edward Waite and Manly P. Hall, were influenced by Rosicrucian teachings. Our journey takes us to Italy in the 19th century, where the Carbonari lurked in the shadows, entwined with political intrigue and revolutionary movements. Their secret meetings and activities were the stuff of legends, but what were they really up to? The truth behind the mask of secrecy may astound you. The Carbonari originated in southern Italy, particularly in the Kingdom of Naples, around the late 18th century. They were inspired by Enlightenment ideas and the liberal and nationalist sentiments of the time. Their main objectives included advocating for constitutional government, civil liberties, and independence from foreign rule, as various parts of Italy were under the control of foreign powers. The Carbonari operated in secret, organizing themselves into cells or lodges. Each lodge had its own rituals, symbols, and initiation ceremonies. Members were known as Carbonari, or charcoal burners. The organization's secrecy allowed them to avoid detection by repressive governments. Operating in secret, these groups played a significant role in the early phases of the Italian unification movement, known as the Risorgimento. Their influence waned by the mid-19th century, as Italian unification progressed under different leaders. Many members were also arrested or went into exile as governments cracked down on secret societies. Despite their decline, the Carbonari left a lasting legacy, contributing to the ideals of Italian nationalism and political reform. Before we continue, just a heads up that the sources and books that inspired this video and that can give you more information about these facts are in the description below, so go check it out. Finally, our odyssey ends with a bang, the Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO. This occult organization blended elements of Freemasonry and the controversial Thelema philosophy by Aleister Crowley. Their rituals included, brace yourselves, sex magic. Intrigued? I thought you might be. The Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, which translates to the Order of the Temple of the East, is an occult and esoteric organization that emerged in the early 20th century. It was founded by Karl Kellner and Theodor Reuss in Germany, but it is most notably associated with Aleister Crowley, a prominent British occultist who became a central figure in the OTO. The OTO has its roots in various mystical and esoteric traditions, including Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, and Thelema, a philosophical and religious system developed by Aleister Crowley. Central to the OTO's beliefs is the philosophy of Thelema, which is based on the idea that each person has a unique purpose or true will, and should pursue it without constraint. Aleister Crowley claimed to have received the foundational text of Thelema, called Liber Eal Vel Leges, or the Book of the Law, through a mystical experience in 1904. The OTO regards this text as a sacred scripture. The OTO has a hierarchical structure, with a series of initiatory degrees, similar to many other secret societies. Its system includes several degrees, each involving specific rituals and teachings. One of the more controversial aspects of the OTO is its practice of sex magic, often referred to as the Great Work, or magic. This involves the use of sexual energy and rituals to attain spiritual goals. This aspect of the OTO has drawn both fascination and criticism. The OTO has had a notable influence on Western esotericism and occultism, the various branches and lodges worldwide continuing its teachings and practices. There you have it, my fellow adventurers, the top 5 weirdest and craziest secret societies in history. These enigmatic groups have left their mark on the pages of time, shrouded in mystery, secrecy, and countless unanswered questions. But remember, dear viewers, the real magic lies in the quest for knowledge. So keep exploring, keep wondering, and never stop seeking the extraordinary here on Atlas Anomalies. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join us on more mind-bending adventures. Until next time, may the mysteries of the world continue to fuel your curiosity. Stay curious, my friends.